Residential recycling has been part of the mandatory solid waste collection in Twin Falls for 20 years, but the program's been plagued with complications like contamination from non-recyclable materials. I'm your Twin Falls neighborhood reporter Lori in Nettleton, looking into the city's decision to pull the plug on the program as it negotiates a new sanitation contract with PSI.
I would say I'm kind of absurdly committed to recycling.
My neighbor, Eric Wenninger, goes a little further than most when it comes to recycling.
We hoard our paper and plastic items, and when we have a trip to Boise, we take it with us and recycle it there.
Eric is among those becoming frustrated with Twin Falls' recycling program, knowing how non-recyclable materials mixed in can send an entire load instead to the landfill.
Yeah, there's definitely a concern that I have that I'm putting all this effort into separating out recyclable items and putting what I know should be accepted in these orange bins.
But now, that citywide recycling program is getting kicked to the curb.
Their recycling numbers were very low, which made the cost jump up significantly. It is costing the citizens more money at the end of the day.
Utility Services Supervisor Chelsea Ross told me every resident in Twin Falls receives a utility bill of which $20.11 per month covers garbage and recycling.
There's so much contamination that comes back that it's really hard to keep track of those numbers specifically because they're having to throw it out anyways because of the contamination.
The solid waste contract ends at the end of this year. PSI's bid presented several cost options. Any options including recycling were double the options without it. On December 15th, City Council voted to enter negotiations for PSI's lowest price option, which eliminates recycling. PSI's Jace Mujlin told Council that PSI would like to have an option to offer subscription for recycling to customers in the city that would be separate from city fees.
I would be willing to spend a few bucks to contribute to having my recyclable items taken. I'm worried that very, very few other people will be willing to do that if it's an option. So I'm concerned that there'll just be a lot less recycling that happens.
PSI says they'll continue to collect recycling through the end of the current contract, which ends December 31st this year. I'm your Twin Falls neighborhood reporter Lori in Nettleton, Idaho, News 6.